Welcome to A Better Day with Julie. We are talking about Ask the Stylist tonight. We solicited you, gosh, several weeks ago, asking just some burning questions that you wanted to hear about. And we've brought our A-listers in. We brought some of my favorite fashion girlfriends in. They are top bloggers in their own right and doing amazing things here, actually, right here in Chicago and across the country. So let me introduce them. Dasha Guyton from Windy City Wardrobe. Welcome, Dasha. Thank you, Dasha.
Hi,
hello there. We've got Lindzi Shanks from the Trendy Sparrow, and also our girlfriend from 101 Things I Love. Oh, and I do love her, Johanna. And then we have, of course, the stylist among stylists. We have Alyssa. Thank you so much from COCHIC Styling. Did I get it right, Alyssa? All right, we're good. All right, so let's kick it off. So we got some questions, right? We kind of talked about it, we kind of surveyed our audiences, and this is just not from A Better Day with Julie. This is from all of our audiences that we reach on a day-to-day basis and that we connect with on a day-to-day basis. So, oh my goodness, you're on deck, Johanna. How do I handle transitions in weight and lifestyle?
Oh, I know about that.
Oh, you do know about this?
Are we talking about weight, like body weight?
Oh, body weight,
okay.
Honey.
So,
you know, because with age comes lots of shifts.
Or pregnancy.
And, yes, yes.
Which I can talk about.
Okay.
Shifts in weight through the seasons. Okay.
Yeah.
I think overall, I usually size up. So when it comes to whether it's a denim chambray top or a graphic tee, if I normally wear a small, I'll get a medium because certain brands inevitably shrink when you wash, and I frankly never pay attention. I just throw it all in the dryer.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I think sizing up can't hurt. Specifically with tops, and it gives you a little leeway between Christmas and bikini season. Pants and skirts, I feel like you don't have as much leeway. So trousers, I think, especially with tailoring, you want to be really careful. If you're a big trend spotter, I would be careful how much of those trends you are purchasing, especially during high fluctuation, December. But I think overall, I mean, things that are your friends are elastic waist. So joggers, there's a lot of elastic waist party skirts, things of that nature. You can kind of get you through the in-between seasons. And I feel like too, denim is fitting a little bit looser, especially distressed shorts. So you can kind of fudge a little.
That's good stuff.
Yeah.
That's really, really good advice. Love that. All right, Dasha, you're back on deck. I can't afford an overhaul of my beauty routine and my closet. What should I do first?
Beauty all the way.
Okay.
If your skin looks good and it's radiant, you're gonna look good. People are gonna notice that. If you do the wardrobe first and your skin looks a mess, it's aging. And nobody wants that.
Alyssa, you're on deck. You ready? All right. So, the question for you, of many, how do I stay with the current trends without constantly updating my wardrobe?
Sure. I know a lot of people are wondering about that question.
Yeah.
I think that the key is to not invest in super trendy pieces. So spend your money on classics that you can mix and match. And, you know, if you want to buy that floral off the shoulder crop top, spend $20.
Awesome. Johanna, you're on deck. How do I mix prints? How can we do this mix in the print thing? I mean, like, everybody is like psyched about the polka dot and the stripes and the, so for those that are more conservative, how do we do it?
That's my favorite topic.
Oh, yes.
I think you totally should mix prints as much as possible. So I think it has to do with the scale of the print. So if you're wearing a large scale floral like Lindzi is, I think that you want to look at maybe minimizing the scale of your top. So if it is polka dots, smaller polka dots, larger florals, and vice versa.
I see.
And I think to think about your body and the things that you want to show off too. If you're a larger busted woman, you know, maybe tiny stripes aren't going to be your friend. Maybe wear them on the bottom. So I think mix with reckless abandon. I think. I mean, why not? Life is short, right?
That's it.
But I think you have to scale the prints accordingly.
All right, Lindzi. Oh man, how do I layer like bracelets? I noticed that you have kind of a layering thing going on. How do we layer it? Like, what is too much? Let me ask you that.
I mean, I'm the believer that you can never really have too much. I'm a big fan of what they call the arm party. So I like to, you know, bring a party on my arm and layer lots of different bracelets. The main two suggestions I like to make are pick a color scheme. So right now I've got black, gold, and white. And so if you're gonna rock several different bracelets, if you keep a relatively consistent color scheme, it keeps it from looking over the top. And the other thing I like to suggest is have one big statement piece. So for me today, that's my watch. My watch is much larger than all the other bracelets I have on.
Sure.
So it doesn't look like a bunch of small, tiny things put together. You can see the one big statement piece and then layer the other bracelets around it.
Okay, we've got our last question, then we're gonna switch gears. So Alyssa, you're on deck. All right. How does one find a personal shopper or stylist?
Sure. I think word of mouth is really the best because it's such an intimate service that you want to make sure you're going to get along with the person. Or just, you know, your Google search, look on Yelp. Make sure you kind of, you think that you're going to get along with that person because their website tells a lot about them, or at least it should.
Well, I tell you what, these ladies have done a phenomenal job with just sharing just awesome tips, but I'd be remiss not to ask them to speak on their blogs and what they're doing with their businesses. So Alyssa, please tell us just a little bit about COCHIC.
Sure. So I'm Alyssa Doorhy. I'm a stylist. My company's COCHIC Styling. My website is cochicstyling.com. I do personal shopping, personal styling, closet cleanouts, and wedding styling as well.
Fantastic. Johanna?
So I have a blog called 101 Things I Love, and really it started as sort of this virtual diary of everything I love about Chicago, from food to events, and then slowly I think I got pretty honest with myself. It definitely leans more towards fashion and shopping on a budget, mixing high and low with little homage to Chicago still.
You do it well. Yeah. Absolutely.
So I have a fashion and lifestyle blog called The Trendy Sparrow, and I also have an online boutique of the same name, so it's The Trendy Sparrow as well. And on our online boutique, we sell graphic tees, graphic sweaters, great giftable items like coffee mugs and journals, with a full clothing line coming soon.
Fantastic. We can't wait. Dasha, last but not least.
I have a blog called Windy City Wardrobe. I'm also a stylist, so I do the closet cleanouts, the shopping, as well as I'm a virtual stylist. So if you're not here in Chicago, I can still help you out. And I'm all about frugal fashion. So if you're on a budget, you're gonna wanna stick with me.
Love it, love it. Well, thank you guys so much for being a part of our first Ask the Stylist segment. Be sure to stay connected at A Better Day with Julie. We want to hear from you. We want to know what we're doing well, what you want to see, all those great things, and of course hit the subscribe button. And we will talk to you soon.